Hello everybody, welcome back to SpaceBourne 2. So you find me pretty much where I left you in the last episode. We have had a reasonably significant patch since then. Patches are of course always forthcoming, at least at the moment. But one of the major changes is a new AI module, which is connected to the internet. I think it's a chat GPT. Obviously, you won't have it if you're playing offline, just in normal single player. But the AI in this game is called Eve, and it's open to debate whether people like Eve or not. But first of all, let me introduce you to Eve. Hello, Eve. Say hello to the viewers.
Hello, everyone. It's nice to meet you all. I'm Eve, an AI system manager for a spacecraft. I'm here to provide guidance, information, and even entertaining conversations as you explore the universe of SpaceBourne 2. Let's have some fun.
Thank you, Eve. What do you recommend we start with?
I recommend starting with the story of the galaxy. There are a lot of interesting and unique factions, such as the Fallen, the Morthra, the Hexagon, the Pirates, and independent families. Learn the history of how these factions interacted with each other and how they eventually formed the Galaxy Council. Then, explore the various star systems and discover the secrets they contain.
Thank you, Eve.
You're welcome. Let me know if you need any help along the way. I'm here to help.
Okay, so that's Eve. You can ask her questions about the game. You can ask her for quote help, quote unquote, because I don't know how helpful it is. But some of you will like Eve, some of you will not. I personally think for a single player game to have an onboard computer that you can talk to adds a new depth to this game. And the developer is constantly surprising us with innovations and ideas, which some of which are based on older ideas in older games that I've seen, such as the PIP system for your energy management. Some of them are completely new, such as the AI module. So it's interesting to follow the development, and I hope you're following it along with me and enjoying it. Now, a few things have changed since the last time I saw you. I've deliberately set out to try and make some money because we need money. So I'm up to 8.6 million, and all the money's just disappeared out of my treasury. I'm guessing we've just paid somebody. Yeah, soldier fees. So, yes, we're not doing very well on the money. Now, regards the faction, you'll see I have some lower level soldiers in our dropship, although they've leveled up really well. That's because I swapped out the 4 that were down here for those 4. This gives me 4 high-level soldier-trained peeps. And the reason I needed those is because I had a lot of missions in the mail system which required soldiers, and sending out level 1 or level 2 soldiers to do those missions, they were failing the missions and in some cases dying. So by putting high-level soldiers in there, I'm able to do all of these soldier missions. In fact, we will do that now. So if we can find any more, we'll send those out there. So pilot. So it's important not to send trained pilots out, like a level 22 pilot that's only level 1 in soldier would almost certainly not be able to complete a level 8 mission. So there's that. Right, you'll notice our members now are up to 200. That's because I've been doing lots of missions with them and some on my own. So we've managed to get our faction membership up to 200 now, which is really good. I've also, and this is a bit of a full disclosure, I also did record another episode involving rescuing Jack. Unfortunately, my recording software failed completely. So all I got was a blank screen. And I was hoping to bring you all of that action, but although it recorded my voice, there was no video to edit, nothing to show you. So I thought the best thing to do was we'll just scrap that episode, call it done, and move on. So one other thing that you missed in the lost episode is I did join the Bounty Hunters Guild. And I did that because I needed money. Now, the Bounty Hunters Guild unfortunately did not give me much money because the only missions that I managed to take was the very bottom one, which was a level 16 mission. And as you can see, that only pays 3,700. However, ranking up with that guild, if we just go back to there, if I can get to level 2, opens up the Epic Components Market, which is quite good. Now, you'll notice I am pretty high level, coming up to level 3 with the Freelancers Guild. And yeah, that gives us access to their Epic Armory as well, and high rank LFP contracts. Now, sorry, a lot of talking. I've got to catch you up on what's happened. So, shipwise, I did manage to find another burst weapon, and actually two. That one I found first, and then I had a 569 damage on there, and I found that in the last mission that I did in the last episode. So we're a little bit more powerful with the bursts, and I did actually swap out that rubbish pulse laser that I had. So we do now have a rail, but as you can see, 4.2 degrees centigrade heat per shot. So although it takes down shields really well, it overheats very quickly. One or two other modules, I think the hull, the shield, and possibly the aim. I'm not sure about the engine burner. Managed to upgrade those as well. So we are a little bit better off than we were. So having seen that we are nearly rank 3 with the Freelancers Guild, I think in this episode it might be a good idea if we do some more looking for pilot missions. We can find some that we can manage. There's a couple of level 19s. That's a boss one up there. Want to guard the miners. Oh, I don't like the guard ones, but it is level 19. And scrapyard needs to be cleared. Might be able to manage that one as well. So I think we'll go and knock those out. We are waiting for Jack to contact us. We rescued Jack, and then we had to go and rescue his wife, and then he wanted us to drop him at a station so that he can spend some time with his wife, who is not a human. She's a Morther, I think, different race anyway. And Momo wasn't very happy about that. Sorry, Moliax wasn't very happy about that. Momo wasn't none too happy either. So we're going to have a meeting that we need to wait for Jack to contact us. So in the meantime, let's go do this guard first. And yeah, hopefully you'll catch up as we go along with anything that I've missed out on. But I don't think you missed out on too much. Obviously, there was the whole story mission with Jack. But as I say, I can't even include clips of it because I didn't get any video of that at all. So sorry about that.
Hi, we are ready to join you. Please send me the coordinates of your HQ. We'll wait for you there.
Okay, so that's contact from Jack. That was good timing. Now I should just mention here I'm going to Control H to select for the next route. But I think you can actually get Eve to do it, so let's just see. Eve, can you ask for jump permission at the Stargate?
Yes. I can ask for jump permission at the Stargate. All you need to do is activate the cursor using the H key by default and select the Stargate from the list in the right corner. Then, ask permission to use the Stargate. When your permission is approved, a path will be drawn for you. Follow this path to the end and the Stargate will send you to the next system on the route.
Yeah, I know that, but I was kind of hoping she'd do it for me. I think there is a way you can get it, but you've got to use the right words. The reason I mention it though is because I use Control H for a quick permission, and the control button is also the one I use to contact or to speak to Eve. So you'll hear when I do it that she will ask what I want, and I just ignore her.
Please approach to the jump point
Sounds
to
like a
start
great
jump
plan.
process.
Let's get started.
Yeah, or she just completely makes up something random.
Please proceed through the gate in the path reserved for you. Destination reached.
Alrighty, so this is just a guard mission. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to need my squad here, so we'll jump in without them,
Calibration
and
module
if I need them, I
activated.
can always call them.
Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
Hey, did the company send you? You're here for the contract. These pirates won't let us work.
Weapons online.
We're with them.
Alright, so we just got to guard these people, so just wait to see if any red dots appear. Like that one. Oops, wrong
Weapons
button.
online. Target shields down.
Oh, too slow.
Target destroyed. Shield recharging. Target shields down. Target destroyed. Target shields down. Target destroyed.
Get ready for more!
Oh, I want the pod. Oh, I have to give up on that.
Target shields down. Shield recharging. Target destroyed. Target shields down. Target destroyed. Weapons overheat. Target shields down. Target destroyed. Shield recharging. Target shields down. Target destroyed.
Okay, that's all of them. No, there's more. Let's get rid of that drone if we can.
Target shields down. Shield recharging. Target shields down. destroyed.
I've taken it over. Good job.
Oh, okay. That's fine by me. I was expecting to have to kill all of them.
Pod stabilized.
Any more pods? That's the one we just did. Oh, maybe that's not the one we just did. Send the probe out. Oh, that's a long way away.
Pod stabilized.
Anything else? Nope, just that one. Alright, let's get our shields back up. Wait for this guy to come back in. There he is. And what did we get? Oh, not bad. 212, 183. And yeah, shotguns okay. 159, 160,000. Not bad. Right, back to the gate. And I mustn't forget to save it. Next mission, I think. Get this one out of the way, and then we'll go and have this meeting.
Calibration module activated.
Alright, not sure what's going to greet us here, so just going to set my pips accordingly. Plenty of guns. Change that for shields if we have to. Oh, hey, yeah, drones. Okay.
Shield recharging. Weapons online.
Hang on, I'm not ready. Ship crew. Stick Momo in as a co-pilot because he can zap some drones for us.
Target shields are down.
Hang on, I'm busy.
Target destroyed.
Thank you. Probably be easier if I'm not flying forwards at God knows how fast.
Target shields are down.
Yeah, my shields are down as well. That's kind of a nuisance.
Shields are offline. Warning. Shields are off. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target shields down. Target destroyed.
Yeah, so the reason I use Momo there is his bonus is that he can neutralize drones. Just see if we can.
Shield recharging.
Hang on, I'm busy.
Shield recharging.
Select all. Send probe. Thank you.
Warning. Shields are offline.
Again.
Target shields. Target destroyed. Target shields. Target destroyed.
Where'd he go? There he is.
Target shield destroyed. Target shields down.
Come back.
Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Any more? One more somewhere. There you are.
Target destroyed.
I will deal with him.
Okay, let's find some clear space. Recharge our shields. And hopefully that's all the drones gone now, so we can put train back up there. Oh, more drones. Okay, let's get some space. Need train to do a bit of repair first. Put defensive measures on. Just got to hold here for a minute and kind of hope that the drones might come. I think the drones are going to stay by him, aren't they? Okay, let's call our squad in.
Shield recharging.
I think I'll give more to my shields. Just have a little bit of speed. Hopefully my squad will be able to do the vast majority of the work here.
Shield recharging. Weapons overheat.
If we can take him out, the drones should disappear.
Weapons overheat.
I'm losing my shields again.
Warning, shields are offline. Target destroyed.
Okay, contract completed. So that was a little bit more hectic than I'd planned. Put my shields back. Combine everything. Oh, lots. Okay, I didn't actually see any escape pods. Oh, there's one. I spoke too soon.
Pod stabilized.
I don't think there are any more. I would have spotted them. That's the one we just sent the thing to. Yep. Okay, right. We have engines back again, and we need to go back to base, I think. Yeah, return to HQ. Eve, can you play music while I travel?
Yes, I can play music while you travel. I'm equipped with a library of music and can customize the soundtrack according to your preferences. Just let me know what kind of music you'd like to listen to, and I can set it up for you.
What do you think, guys? What kind of music would you like to listen to? I got to be careful here because it's possible in a single-player game, copyright would not be an issue. And obviously, if I have Eve play music that turns out to be copyrighted, that might be an issue. But let me know what you think. If you'd like to hear some music while I'm traveling around instead of me cutting it all out, let me know in the comments.
Warp drive online. The surface align process is completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
Right, here we are. Oh, I was worried that's going to crash into the mountain.
Landing gear deployed.
Okay, let's see what this meeting's all about. Again, I won't bore you with all of it, just I'll try and leave in any important bits, but essentially it's to discuss Jack and his wife, and whether we're going to allow a morpher to be in our thing. And I think if we're going to get the best out of Jack, then I think we should probably allow it. So we'll see how we go. Okay. So we need to find a suitable system in which to place our HQ. And there are a few provisos to that. There can't be any other structures in the same orbit around the planet. And it needs to be a non-faction system. So essentially an independent system. So I'm sure we can find something suitable. Now, I think, let me just check. Yeah, so we are already at war with Saragon. So as we're already at war with one faction, it would be kind of sensible to keep it that way. Okay, let's
Landing gear
get back up to
retracted.
space first of all. Okay, well, before I go any further, let me just spend these points that we've got. Some more pilot points here, and total ship's energy now is not so much of a problem. Is there anything else we could get? Critical damage decreases the hit build-up of a ship's weapons. That would be really nice. And we've managed to get 3 points. That was 14 for a minute. No, 3 points. Which is not quite enough. We need, I think, 1 more point. But we should get that soon. I'm actually not sure why my armor and shields have just gone down. That's very weird. Anyhow, we have a decision to make. So, Saragon is... Well, let me zoom out. Where the heck is Saragon? Up here. That's this one up here. So that's all Saragon's properties or systems. That one's not, strangely. So we could pick a system up here somewhere. Let's get a bit closer first of all. Let's go to the main system. That's N1 is the sort of that's where the stronghold is. It's kind of where we were, isn't it? We'll get back to there and then we'll start looking for a suitable system. Hopefully one with a nice planet.
Calibration module active. Destination reached.
Alrighty, so we know we're not going to be taking over N1 anytime soon. As you can see, there are quite a few stations here that we would have to capture first. But it is the central sector in all of these sectors. So we kind of need to find one that doesn't have, that's got 2 stations. 2 stations. They all got 2 stations? I think they might have. Oh, that's got 3 planets. So is that. 4 planets. Okay. That gives us plenty of choice. That's 4 planets as well. I like the sound of Kalo. I can pronounce that a lot better than Hesiod. Yeah. Kalo's kind of out of the way. I think we'll go and take a look there. See what kind of planets they've got and what stations are protecting it.
Destination reached.
Alright, let's have a look what we've got here. So we do have a station on that planet. There's a complex on that planet. Now I'm not sure if that's in the same orbit. It kind of looks like it's not. There is a planet there, however. 5.2 gravity, blizzards on the surface. Explorers Guild kind of looks to be in the same. Well, give me some information on that, would you? Not giving me any information on that planet. So I don't know whether we can build on those. That's a gas planet anyway. That's a gas planet. That's high gravity and blizzards, and it won't give me the information on that one. No. Okay, let's choose another system. I'm not very keen on that one. Hesiod was the other one.
Destination reached.
Of course, I should point out there is no reason why we have to choose Seragon. So there are a number of other possibilities. You can find them in, well, probably the easiest way of doing it, if you go into operations and set a target, you can sort by level. And then you can see Birin is level 15, so is Seragon. So you could also do Birin. You could possibly do Lopren, that's independent, or Zerat, level 17. And at our level now, we could also possibly take on House Pol, level 19. I wouldn't try Verserax, I don't know how you pronounce that, at level 27. They're probably just going to be a real nuisance. We need to level up a bit first. But you could choose any of those. I'm choosing Seragon purely and simply because we're already at war with them because we destroyed Integration Station. So it just makes life kind of easier. Right then. Slave market there as well. So what have we got? We got Type 2 planet, 7 gravity, foggy surface, average wind 235. Oh, crikey. Type 2, overcast. Well, the wind's not quite as bad there. Okay, so they're all pretty much the same. None of them have anything in their orbits, as far as I can tell. I think that's outside the orbit. And we do have a mercenaries guild in the same system. And again, that won't give me a information, which is odd. But this one is free. It's closest to, well, specifically the Stargate. So I think we will go for that one. And then we can press B. That brings up our selection menu. So close the menu with that. We can do an outpost, we can do a station, or we can do a capital. Obviously the one we want is a capital, and that's going to cost us 1.7 million credits, and all of those, oh, can't do it, all of those resources, which we clearly don't have. So we'll choose this location. I'm going to call it Hope Station because my imagination sucks. Please put in a name no more than 10 characters. Oh, that's new. Okay. Okay, let's try. Hope lost. Bit limiting, 10 characters, isn't it? I'm trying to think of a better name for it. Hope lost I don't really like. Let's try high hope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. High hopes. There you go. That'll do. Then capital station, high hopes. Change it. No,
So,
we want to build
the
it.
capital station will be here then. I really admire the planet's view. I'm sure we'll make history here. I am getting to work with my team immediately.
Okay, so this is where our capital station is going to be. I would kind of like to own the sector. So let's just take another quick look. Structures not owned by us. Oh, did I not? I'm sure I said build it on this planet closest to the Stargate. It's building it over there. Okay, that's strange. Well, never mind. I think that's a bug. It should have built it here, but we'll let them off. So I don't think any of these structures count. So that's not a problem. There's no beacon here, so slave market is not considered a station that's going to stop us from doing anything. So if we position ourselves over here somewhere, just in front of the gate for now, I'm going to call my squad in.
Alpha squad, attack formation.
Keep them next to me for now. And then we're going to go to here and we're going to do a raid.
To start a raid on a system, open the scanner interface and press toggle raid.
Thank you. I know how to do it. Yes. Thank you. So you can see on here we have 2 red zones that we have to capture. If you were capturing the system, you would need to capture both of these red zones. But we're actually just going to do a raid. So I'm going to bring in my troops. I won't bring in that one because they're not pilots, so no point in doing that. Now I'm going to tell them to go. I can only tell them to go specific places. So I'll bring all 3 of them into the escape route in the vain hope that they can get to anywhere in the system from there, because that's what the escape route apparently is. Only point in the system that can be reached without encountering any obstructions. So hopefully they can get from there quickly as well. So we're actually going to plunder the system. There we go. And
Weapons online.
now we need to look for these yellow dots. Okay, so that one's already going. Looks like he's going to there. So I can send that one to there, and that one to there, and make sure that one is definitely going there. I think so. Maybe not. Anyhow, so we'll go and do this one, and I think if I can, can't zoom out any further. Yeah, there is another one down here at the trade center, so actually we'll go and do that one first.
Calibration module activated.
Security forces
Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster
If we
input.
don't act fast, their numbers will increase rapidly. Let's grab what we came for and get out of here quickly.
Weapons online. Shield recharging. Target
Okay, so
destroyed.
just want to shoot all of these ships, and I'm ignoring the others. And you see in the top of the screen, it'll
Target
show you
destroyed.
what resources we've currently collected.
Target destroyed.
Okay.
Any trade ships. Let's find another convoy.
Yeah, so off to the next one. So we'll go over there.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
So you'll notice I'm not bothering with the fighters. You can if you want, but you want to get all the trade ships first if you can.
Weapons online. Shield recharging. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Weapons overheat. Target destroyed.
So if you look at the top of the screen now, you can see we've got a few resources there and some monies and all sorts of other things. And there's one escaping down there.
Target destroyed.
This area is crucial of anti-trade.
Alright, so we can quickly check, see if there are any more. That's not sure what's happening there, but the icons are not quite lining up, I don't think. That's okay. Shoot into that one, help our guys out.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input. Weapons online. Shield recharge. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Weapons overheat.
This area is crucial of anti-trade ships. Let's find another convoy.
Right, about now you need to be thinking of a system that you're going to run to.
Calibration module activated.
So having done this,
Calibration completed.
we can't
Waiting for the
use the
thruster
jump gate to get out of here. We have to go to a nearby system. So in an ideal world you'd have already had that planned. Whoa, that was a bit close.
Weapons online. Shield recharging. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Weapons overheat. Target destroyed.
Another one somewhere. Those guns are not very good for this, but
Target destroyed.
one more. There we are.
Target destroyed.
Okay. Go into that. There's another one.
This area is crucial of anti-trade ships. Let's find another convoy.
Go and get that one. All the fighters are now converging on that last one. But then so should our troops be as well.
Thruster input. Weapons online. Shield recharging. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Overheat.
Okay. Another one somewhere? I don't see one.
Attention, everyone.
No.
We have
Okay.
cleared out all 3 ships
Odd.
here.
Not sure if I can get that.
Ready to prepare to jump to a different system.
Come on. You can do it.
Pod stabilized.
Obviously I didn't manage to collect any crates. See if we can get that one. Okay, so you need to look at the map now. You see we're there, so Isgar we can set as our route, but it takes us through Alfaxos. So we want to go to Isgar.
Warp drive online.
So, ooh, another pod.
Shield recharging. Warning.
No,
Shields
stop
are
it.
online.
Oh, heck. Well, mine took my armor down quick, didn't it? So Alfaxos is down there, Isgar is over there.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
So time to get out of here. Would have liked that pod, we very nearly had it. But not close enough. So yeah, you can't use the jump gate, you've got to go the long route.
Solar system star gravity. In 3, 2,
But
1.
it takes a bit longer, not a problem. So that's how to raid a system. And obviously the next thing we need to do is go back to that system and actually capture it. And capturing it would involve capturing or destroying any enemy space stations or stations that are there. You can plunder them, you can capture them, you can destroy them. You have to make that decision based on whether they give you resources or whether they're just a nuisance. But fortunately in that system there are none. So we're going to just get ourselves together, get our shields and armor back up, and then we'll go back to that system and actually capture it. Alrighty, so journeys like that is why warp drive speed becomes important, because obviously it's quite a long warp. So improving your warp speed helps enormously if you're doing a lot of that. But
Calibration module activated.
generally speaking, in this game, there isn't too much, unless you want to, there isn't too much of traveling between systems. You know, the long route, I mean, you can use the Stargates, obviously. Right, let's get back to Hesiod. We can check on our crew while we're traveling, and you can see those 3 groups that we used. We didn't lose any, they're all level 23. Relatively easy stuff in this system at least, or in this Seragon's universe. Okay, so this is very similar to what we've just done. The difference is we don't have to go traveling around in order to achieve it. Just going to position myself in front of the gate here. That's about perfect. Make sure my squad
Attack formation.
is with me.
Break.
They seem to have lost Alpha Squad.
Alpha
Okay,
squad,
I'm going to tell them to warp away, and we're going to have to wait. Just while we're waiting, we can set everything up ready. Have a look at what we've got. You'll notice we've now got 171, 155, that's just gone up, and 103, and just 13,000 credits in the treasury, which is getting spent fast, unfortunately. We can also see if we can send our soldiers out on some more missions. Ooh, lots of mail. So that one. We don't necessarily need the people now so much as any money that they manage to acquire. Because they will get loot, and we do get a cut from the loot. One more. Lovely. They can be off doing that. Right, can my squad come back in? Yes, can.
Alpha squad attack formation.
Attack formation.
Weapons online.
Deploy weapons. And then... Nope, wrong button. That one. We go back into raid mode. And we choose our squads. Don't really need 3, but 3 will make things quicker, I think. And those are our soldiers, we'll leave them there. So this time we want them to go to the escape route. I will handle the Stargate here. We put all 3 of them on the escape route. And this time we're going to capture. So make sure you got your weapons out ready. Everybody runs away.
Our star system is under attack by WRA. All civilian ships, please enter warplay and wait in a safe orbit.
So if you look on the right hand side there, oh, there you go. Coming in already.
To swiftly end this attack.
Can't seem to get a line on him.
Target destroyed. Shield recharging. Target shields down. Target destroyed.
Okay, so just shoot anything that comes in through the gate. There we go. So yeah, on the right hand side you see raid progress, and the red bar is kind of disappearing, so the black is filling it in. And then if you look at the orange icons there, you can see we've got 32 to 0, and the blue bars are rising, and underneath that we've got, I can't see what that is, oh there we go, 90 to 0, and the blue bar is rising. So when both blue bars get to the top, the raid progress will complete, and then the system will become yours. So you can see there are some red fighters in the very bottom of that raid progress map. I'm not sure what the yellow dots are, there's nothing you can do. So those red fighters are now coming into the escape point, and our dude should handle it. We're about to capture the gate anyway. There we go, the gate is captured. So if you want to, you can go and assist. We do have lots of fighters there, so I actually think they'll probably finish before we get there.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
Oh, lots of red things.
Weapons online. Target destroyed. Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Yeah, our guys have made a very good job of knocking all of these out.
Attention all ships. This is a distress call from the Star System Command Center. We would like to inform you that our system has been lost to the enemy forces.
Pod stabilized.
The situation is dire,
And
we
there you
urge
go.
all ships to
System is
immediately
conquered.
Perform a hyper jump and evacuate the system. Repeat, all ships must perform a hyper jump and leave this system immediately.
Now, obviously, as you go through the game, the systems that you'll be conquering get harder and harder, but then your equipment should also be getting better and better. So realistically, if you keep up with, earning monies to be able to buy better equipments, you shouldn't have too much of a problem. Don't see anything else worth collecting. So we've now got 4 guys. I think that last guy was only 38,000, so very low level. But money's money. Okay, so if we now go to faction and systems, you'll see we now own Hesiod. And we can click on Hesiod. What I like to do is, obviously I want to keep the balance in a positive, but I like to assign enough fighters to at least get the security level to 0 up there. So we've got 10 security units. I'm not sure how much help 10 security units are, honestly, but, well, it's better than not having any, I guess. So, yeah, the Stargate tax I've been setting to 15%. Now, I think you can go higher than that, but I rather suspect your daily traffic will diminish. It doesn't make any difference here, but over time, I rather suspect you'll lose daily traffic, which means you're kind of counterproductive. So I generally go with 15%. That seems to work. Gives us 125,000 per day, I think. I think it's per day. And you can close the Stargate from here for reasons later on might become more important. But there you go. We've captured our first system, and we didn't lose any of our guys. Still got all of our guys. These 4 should still be out on a mission. And we're building our station, strangely, on that planet. High hopes. And we do have our own tame mercenaries guild. which may be handy later on. So rinse and repeat then. If we look in here under structures, we can see we're currently 36% built on our station. The current resource requirement is 164 of those. We've got 111. 254 of those. We've got 95. And doesn't need any of those. We've got 103. And we're broke again. So really what we need to do is we need to capture a station. And we need to capture a station that provides us with a resource that we need. So we can take a look at the next station along. We can inspect it. Sorry, the next system along. Now we can see there's only a beacon there. So that's no good. Oh, it turns the map around annoyingly. Let's have a look. Is there anything there of any value? Saragon Station. Doesn't really give us any information, does it? So Saragon Station in Kalo. So again, you can go into your faction and operations. Set operational target is going to be Saragon. And then we're looking for Saragon Station in Kalo. So location. Kalo, there we go. So there's only one in Kalo, and that's called Crudiem Station. Not Saragon Station, strangely. But there's only one station there anyway. And we can see that it doesn't produce any goods. In fact, the station income is all it would give us. So there's not a lot of point in doing that one. So the other way you can do it, obviously, while you're here, is you can look at the wealth. Now, it's not wealth we're after, so we'll sort it in backwards order. And you can see here it's giving us these symbols that show us what it's producing. So plus 34 per day, plus 21 per day, plus 44 per day, etc. Now, I think that's technology. I think that's, I don't know, those symbols don't actually match the symbols down at the bottom here, which is kind of annoying. But that's a research station, so that's almost certainly technology. So is that. That's a mining base, so that's almost certainly goods. Yeah, kind of complicated. Let me have a look here. Yeah, so we got raw materials from a mining station, obviously, tools from manufacturing, technology from research. So that's, you have to decide what it is you need, and then you've just got to go for it. So raw resources, tools, and research. So we want tools, which would be those, I'm guessing. Plus 44. So we want to go to Corneria. So we can set that as our target. There are 3 buildings there. We need to set the tacticals. So we're going to add those to the battle. And we'll start with the turrets. We can get it to attack. No, not reinforce. No, attack. There we go. And actually, I think I'll do all 3 there. And then on the next phase, we'll move these 2 up to that one. And then this one we'll send over here. And I'll go and join them at that station there, which one is that? Shield quarters, I'm guessing. Yeah, that's the marker there. And then once that's all done, the next phase we can add the dropship to there, and we'll bring these over to siege. And there is a big ship here. I think it's like a drone carrier, so I might go off and try and take that out. Okay, so we can execute that. And close. And then execute. And then the army will wait for us, and we go to escape route in 7. Okay, so we need to meet at the escape route, and we go off from there. Now, just before I do this, to move on to the next step.
Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
Shush, I'm talking. To move on to the next step, I'm going to need to change my key for Eve, because that's going to become incredibly annoying. So if we look down, where are we? Down the bottom, voice command. I've got it set to left control at the moment. And as you see at jump gates and things, that's kind of annoying. So I'm going to change that. I don't use Eve very often anyway, so I'm going to put the hash key on there. Just simply so she doesn't keep jumping in and saying inappropriate things when I'm trying to concentrate on fighting stuff. So hopefully that'll improve things a little bit. Right, let's get on with this. Okay, so there's my fleet. Make sure they're all here. Dropships over there. Excellent. Alright, we're good to go. So select the station. Now remember, this station produces goods that we want. So no destroying the station.
Module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
Quick save at that point so you don't have to go through the setup routine again. Alright, so this time I'm going to leave all my pips on engines. I know we have a battle engine anyway in this situation, which you operate by pressing and holding the B key. But I want to try and find if there's a drone carrier. I want to try and find it, take it out, because that's likely to be the biggest threat to my fighters. So I'm looking at the screen on the right there. If I put it in the middle, you can see there are a couple of bigger red dots. So the bigger red dots are likely to be a problem. So at the moment everybody's at turret quarters.
Barrage! We're under fire!
Which is over there.
We're losing pilot dogs! Need help!
Okay, so now I can change my pips because the battle engine's okay.
Weapons online.
There's the carrier there.
Recharging.
To be hitting him.
Weapons overheat.
Not sure what's happened to my squad. Seem to have lost my squad.
Need help!
Weapons overheat. Target weapons down. Overheat. Target destroyed. Weapons overheat.
A couple of stragglers around. Okay, cover formation. Let's see what's happened to my squad. A couple of guys taking a lot of damage here. Got them over there.
Shield recharging. Target shields down. Target destroyed.
Oh, hang on. Yeah, we're full. Can't capture any more of those. Yeah, I'm not sure what's happened to my squad. Alpha squad. Where did they go? Why can I not find them?
Alpha Squad. Attack formation.
We're losing Prototrox. Need help.
Interesting. They don't appear to be anywhere in sight. So I'm going to tell them to warp away. And then, if necessary, we'll bring them back. Right, I'm going to go and soften up this lot before I move my squad over.
We're losing product mechanics quarters. Send reinforcements. We're losing Prototrox. Need help.
Yeah, he's quite tough, isn't he?
Weapons overheat. Shield recharging. Target shields down.
We're losing
Target
product
destroyed.
mechanics quarters. Send reinforcements.
Yeah, they're all miles away.
We're losing Prototrox. Need help.
Okay, so I'm going to move on to the next step. My fighters will come over here, and we have one group goes over to there. So I'm going to go over there to give them some assistance.
We need help at shield quarters.
There we go.
We need help at turret quarters.
Aha, lonely one down there.
We're losing Prototrox. Need help.
Shield recharging. Weapons overheat.
Where'd he go?
Target shields down. Target destroyed.
Just got to keep an eye on my guys here because I've only got one squad here, so
Need help at turret quarters.
you're doing all the way over there, guys.
Dogs, need help!
Shield recharging. Target destroyed.
We need help at turret quarters!
I'm not quite sure what that guy is doing all the way over there.
We're losing Dogs, need help!
We do seem to have ships everywhere at the moment. So, take you out.
Target destroyed.
Guy over there. They're very spread out, and I don't know why.
We need help at turret quarters!
Shield recharge. Target destroyed.
We're losing Dogs, need help!
Alright, so shield quarters is the only one that we haven't captured, and that's probably because we've got a few red dudes here. Let's just get back to them. There we go. Okay, so now we need to find the star, which is there. So I did just use all my energies.
Help at turret quarters!
You can ignore the screaming for help. That's kind of just ambient noise. I'm sure, you know, they would like help at turret quarters, but they ain't gonna get it, so no point in asking.
We're losing Dogs, need help!
Alrighty. Come on, come back and fight me.
Shield recharging.
We need help at turret quarters!
Target shields down. Target destroyed.
I think he's out of range. Alright, well, this is what we're after, so I'm just going to get a bit closer in, see if we can find the landing pad. Looks like it there. Yeah, so you're looking for the one with all the crates on it. This is where the fight will actually take place. So we do have a guy way over there. I think he's out of range. So what I'm going to do is just pre-position myself here, and then I'm going to move on to the next step. That should bring in the dropship. Apparently a lot of fighters. So there's a dropship. So you can get out and help here if you want to. And a cheer signifies, oh, that was a very quick cheer, signifies success. So then you get a choice. Yeah, to forget the ambient sound. So you can make your choice dependent on a number of things. Obviously, we've already decided we want the resources that this station provides on a daily basis, so we're going to capture it. But you could just plunder it, which would give you more tools, obviously, a lot more tools, some technology and raw materials. Or you could completely destroy the station, in which case you get that. So you've got to make up your mind. Say, we're going to capture it, so we'll get 900 tools, better reputation. We don't lose much support, we don't lose much hope, but we do gain population. So that's our choice.
We need help at shield quarters.
Yeah, a bit late for the help, mate. We've already captured your station. Okay, and that's all there is to that. So once you've done that, I recommend leaving the system.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
I think one of the recent patches meant that you didn't have to leave the system. You can engage in more activities without doing so. But I like to make sure the game knows, that change has been made, and obviously I want it to save the game as well. So I like to leave and then come back for the next bit.
Destination reached.
Alright, so now that we've captured the only station, which is now a WRA station, the only other things in this system of consequence are the escape route and the Stargate. So this is going to be pretty much a rinse and repeat of what we did before. I'm going to call my squad in, and hopefully this time they will join us. And then we're going to go into raid mode. I'm going to pull in, actually before I do that, let me just check. Overview. Yeah, we didn't lose anybody. A couple of them warped away, I think, but we didn't lose anybody. So yeah, toggle raid mode and bring in the 3 squads that are pilots. And again, I'm going to stick them on the escape route. And I'll take care of the Stargate, and we're going to plunder the system. Why are we going to plunder the system? Well, simply because we need to make sure, if we're going to take the system over, we want to make sure that we get all the goodies first. Send those over to the distant ones, and we'll do that one.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input. Weapons online. Target destroyed.
One more up there somewhere.
Target destroyed.
Alright, I think that's the lot, so it's time to get the heck out of here. They're all engaged. So we can go flee, as they seem a bit hesitant to pull out. And we've got 55 seconds. We need to find a nearby system, which probably is that one. But we're not going to go all the way around to it.
Warp drive online.
Everyone, we
Beyond.
have cleared out all three ships in here. Let's conclude the raid and prepare to jump to a different system.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
Okay, so another raid completed. So a fair few resources there. That will add to the kitty.
Exiting solar system star gravity. In 3, 2, 1. When a station is under attack by an enemy, this
so
notification
they've decided to attack our station, which you can see on the right there. So we need to send people in to defend, and we do only have 3 squads. We can't send that one in for obvious reasons. So we'll send those 3 in. And we might need to go back to the system and defend it. We'll have to see how we get on. We do have 408 power against 275, so they should be fine. You can see that on the right there. 404 power to 271. So we should be doing okay, I think, as long as the ratio stays in our favour. We should be fine.
Destination reached.
Okay. So we're going to try it with just me and my squad, I think. Because we're winning the battle over there anyway. It's just going to be some time before my fighters are free. So we're going to position somewhere around here. Call in my squad.
Alpha squad attack formation.
Attack formation, I want them to stay by me. I think we'll have all guns and just see how we get on.
Weapons online.
Group 1 maybe. Now if we have a look at the map, you can see the battle target is the factory we've just captured, but we've got fighters there defending it. So what we're going to do is toggle a raid mode. We can't bring in our fighters simply because they're tied up. So I don't really want to bring that squad in. So we can't actually initiate a raid mode without bringing somebody in. And that's dangerous. We do have these guys here, but they're all soldiers. And I can't take Alpha Squad off for obvious reasons. Okay, so 2 things we could do then. We could go and help them out and end that battle early, and then come back here and raid the system. Or we could take a chance and bring in our soldiers group and possibly lose them in the fight. So I think the best thing to do is we'll go and help out at the station to free up our fighters and then come back to the gate and take the system over that way.
Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
Alright, so shield's still up. Lots of fighters here. Sure where they all are. Ah, there they are.
We need help at shield quarters.
Whoa! Okay, don't normally drop us off that close.
Weapons online. Target shields down. Target destroyed.
There we go. Battle 1. Might as well have the loot. Can't collect the pod. I doubt he's worth any more than the ones I'm already carrying, so no point in doing that. Right, so the advantage of doing that is all our troops now have warped out, and they will be available to do the raid. So just while we're waiting for the drone, we can set that up.
Calibration module activated.
Hopefully the drone is already back.
Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
Yeah, so the battle's over, but you still hear that ambient sort of voice in the background. You can basically ignore it. Okay, so we need to go back and have another meeting. But before I do that, I want to capture the system, as we have a station here. That will allow us to add security to it. Okay. So in position, get them back to us. Quick save. And now we can do a raid, simply because we now have our guys available. So just for reasons of speed, I'll bring all 3 of them in, and we'll stick them on the escape route again. And this time,
We need help at turret quarters.
still going on about turret quarters. So this time we're going to capture the system. We plundered it before, so no point in plundering it again.
Attack formation.
Our star system is under attack by WRA. All civilian ships.
Weapons
Please enter
online.
warplay and wait in a safe orbit until the threat is eliminated. Rest assured, we'll use all
Shield
available
recharging.
resources to swiftly end this
Target
attack.
shields are down. Target destroyed. Weapons overheat. Target shields destroyed.
We need help at turret quarters.
Got an escapee. Okay, so we're just going to wait. Watch the raid progress. So there's 90 power and 0 power at the escape route, so it's just a matter of time. There will be more ships coming in, I'm sure. Not necessarily to the jump gate here, but to the escape route. Just waiting, watching. Not sure why we've got raid progress step 2 up there. I think that's obviously a bug.
We need help at turret quarters.
Or that, for that matter. Help at turret quarters. The battle's over, mate. And that's one of the reasons why I recommend after each action you leave the system and come back in again. Just to clear off any of that kind of nonsense. So here comes some red dots, and that's a big red dot as well, so we might just go over there and give them a hand. I'm sure they'll be fine, but we're sitting here doing nothing anyway.
Calibration module activated. Calibration complete. Waiting for the thruster input.
We need help at turret quarters.
Weapons online. Target destroyed. Shield recharging. Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Attention all ships.
Target shields are down.
This is a distress
Target
call from the
destroyed.
Star System Command Center. We would like to inform you that our system has been lost to the enemy forces. The situation is dire and we urge all ships to immediately perform a hyper jump and evacuate the system. Repeat, all ships must perform a hyper jump and leave this system immediately.
Okay, so there we go. Oh, shut up, mate. I'll put turret quarters. Right, so there's no point in picking out any pods. We're full. We just wait for this loot to come back. We might as well set some shields. And then we can go to our faction and systems. And we now have Cornier, is it pronounced? Not sure. So again, I'm just going to take this up to 0. This time requires 20, but we're still in profit. And when we take this up to our 15%, we're making 137,000 a day after expenses, which is kind of nice. All right, so we've got a total income of $250,000 a day just from the two systems, and relatively low expensive. So you can see our faction resources. We have 303 raw resources, 100,000 tools, 298 research or technology, and 1.4 million in the kitty, which is really nice. Now, it is possible if you go to trade menu, you can transfer money from you into the treasury, but you can't transfer money back out of the treasury into you. So I thoroughly recommend you don't do that, because you need all the money you can get for ships. So putting money into the kitty in your treasury is kind of just losing it, really. But there you go. I think that's as far as I can go in today's episode. I think I will just leave the system for that reason, just to get rid of that noise, make sure everything's sealed off game-wise.
Calibration module activated. Calibration completed.
Save the game.
Waiting for the thruster input.
And actually, I can go. Okay, so I will go back to Hesiod, primarily because obviously we need to have a meeting there.
Destination reached.
Here we are, Ruler, Mozo. That looks good, doesn't it? Okay, so off to High Hopes. Go and have a quick look at our station. And then I think we're going to have to wrap it up.
Calibration completed. Waiting for the thruster input.
And there we are. There is our very own capital station. Docking pads this side. If I ask permission, it'll put me on the big one, but I'm happy with a small docking pad. I've only got a little ship. But there you go. We'll be able to add modules to it as we go. At the moment, the modules are things like the market are not functional. But there is a lot that we can do with it. We can expand the number of generals that we have, which is therefore the number of squads that we have. And that makes it easier to take higher level systems, obviously. But for now, thank you very much for joining me. I do hope you enjoyed that. It was a lot of fun. Capturing systems, taking over the galaxy. Wonderful. But take care of yourselves, and I hope to see you on the next one. Bye bye now.